I'm Michael Wright, and I am an alcoholic. And I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, what's this guy doing sitting on a bench alone in the dark? Well, this bench symbolizes an old life of drunken times where I would wake up to the sun rising on a bench, half naked and confused as to how I even got here. But now, 3 years sober, I consciously make the effort to come down here to watch the sunrise over my second favorite view in all of Kamloops, British Columbia. You know, sometimes my adventures and things don't always go as planned, but it's important to make the best of every situation, and I truly believe that is why I was chosen to make 60 minutes of adventures and things content right here in Kamloops, British Columbia. Not Kamloops and surrounding area, right here in Kamloops. But does Kamloops have enough adventure to keep my adventurous spirit alive? Well, we're going to embark on a journey to find that out. But a couple things to keep in mind. One, we're in the middle of a heat wave. B, as of a couple days ago, this park was closed due to fear of it burning because BC happens to be in a state of emergency. But nonetheless, we're going to make the best of this situation and go out and find some adventures here in Kamloops. But first things first, I'm going to have a little nap.
You know what? I'm tired from that stupid sunrise bit.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let me introduce you to Kamloops, British Columbia, a semi-arid desert with an average annual rainfall of about 105.6 millimeters. It's a pretty dry place, even with it being built at the confluence of two branches of the Thompson River. Located in the interior of British Columbia, it is the 12th largest municipality in the province. Whatever that means. Anyways, let's save some of this for the video. So as you can probably tell from that establishing shot, I am at Peterson Creek. I'd worked my way down from the top to the bottom here, and as you can see, we're at a wildfire danger rating sign, and it is at high, which a couple of days ago it was at extreme, which then it would be a closed park. But I will be honest, with it only being 2 days ago that this was closed, it will play in the back of my mind that it is extremely hot and extremely dry. No, it is highly hot and highly dry out, and if I see any smoke, then I'm gonna have to get out of here. But luckily, we are going to see an amazing waterfall, and from what I understand, water and fire don't get along. So let's work our way down this trail and go check out that sweet waterfall. There is a rich and colorful history in Peterson Creek, the majority of which is not PG. So here's an assortment of shots until I talk again. Probably about a cave. Back when they used to come here and mine for gold, and they would have built this shaft that goes back in here, which I never would have noticed before if I was just head down, just traveling through. Here we go into the cave. It's scary. Okay. Oh cave, do cave. Not sure what they mined in here. If I had to guess by smell, it would definitely be urine. It smells horrible in here, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go to the top of the waterfalls, and then we're gonna go and see where this creek here, where Peterson Creek gets fed from. We're gonna go check the place out that feeds this creek. So as you can see here, I am standing at what used to be a glorious, heavy flowing waterfall, but has been reduced to just a trickle of a moist cliffside. And I have never seen Peterson Creek falls quite this small. As you can see, the green moss, that's normally where the waterfalls are coming down to. Even in the middle of the summer, I've never seen it quite this small. But since we've had this heat wave, this is what's been happening. It's turned into what you see here. Still kind of cool, nowhere near as beautiful as it was. I want to go to the top of this though, because there used to be a little pool that you could kind of sit in and cool off, and it was quite refreshing. And when it's incredibly hot like it is right now, it's nice to sit up there and you get a cool view. So we're gonna go check that out right now, but well, that's just what we're gonna do.
Unfortunately, I had some sound issues here, but I assure you I said something witty and profound at the top of these waterfalls.
It's kind of funny because the fish are just kind of like weirded out by me right now. Get myself in here, it's a little chilly, but oh, that's cold. That's cold stuff. But this is the top of oh, sorry, I'm a little cold. So this is the top of Peterson Creek Falls. I believe they're actually called Bridal Veil Falls, but anyways, we won't go on about that. But this water is being fed from Jacko Lake, which is a nice fishing lake, which we will go to any minute.
And that minute is now.
Now, through the magic of television, we are here at Jacko Lake. This is the lake that feeds into Peterson Creek, which feeds into those big, beautiful waterfalls that we almost saw. And, you know, it's a beautiful lake. It's a great lake for fishing, and you could probably swim in it. I wouldn't swim in it. The water's kind of gross. But anyways, I want to go over to the far end. I think there might be a dam over there and see if that's what's causing the issue with the low flow down the river and down Peterson Creek. Or maybe it's just the fact that it's so hot and the water's just evaporating. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but let's go investigate it a little bit. We have another great adventure after this.
Due to time constraints and definitely not my irrational fear of cows, we are on to our next exciting adventure. As you could probably tell by that brilliant bit of cinematography that I am in Kenna, Cartwright, an expansive urban nature park that sprawls 800 hectares over Mount Dufferin, which is the largest municipal park in the province. This park has over 40 kilometers of gentle nature trails that meander through the park. Some might say that's too many trails. And if you look closely, you can see a Neanderthal enjoying the park. These trails are also good for mountain bikers and will lead you to an amazing panoramic view of Kamloops and the Thompson Basin.
So a fun fact or two about Kenna Cartwright. This park was named after an old mayor of Kamloops, Kenna Cartwright. Another cool thing, yes, there are 800 hectares here. Yes, there are 40 kilometers of trails that are sometimes scary and confusing, but in those trails, they take you to places like this, a dark kind of forested area, a beautiful forest to come walk around, or over on the other side, you get the rocky outcrop grassland kind of areas, and to me, that's really, this park really captures the essence of Kamloops' landscape to me. And anyways, we're gonna go adventure along this a little. Well, this is another one of my favorite parks that I used to love coming to. This is Kenna Cartwright, and you can come up here and check out the beautiful panoramic view of Kamloops. Unfortunately, everywhere is on fire around Kamloops, so you're not getting much of a good view, but believe me, it's incredible. And if you time it just right, you can come up and catch a beautiful sunset. I unfortunately don't have that great a timing. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I don't even have a watch, so it could be any time really. But you'll have to take my word for it. It's amazing here when it's not like this. never mind what I said in that last scene. This is the view that I wanted to show you. This is the top of Kenna Cartwright. I left that last scene in there because I wanted to show you the contrast and, you know, the difference a couple days can make. We've had a bit of rain come through here and some wind blow the smoke away, so we actually do get to enjoy this view, which is in fact my favorite view of Kamloops from Kamloops. You can see the Thompson River, which feeds into the Thompson River and then flows down the Thompson River, which is absolutely incredible. And Kamloops got its name from the Secwepemc people who called it Kamloops, which is the meeting of two rivers. So Kushtem to the Secwepemc people for letting us be on your unceded territory, and I do use the term let us very, very loosely. And anyways, this is the beautiful view of Kamloops from Kamloops, which is like an inception thing. I'm pretty much Leo DiCaprio, and right over there is Lac du Bois grasslands, and that might be a bit of foreshadowing. We're gonna go there.
Well, it's not the first, it won't be the last.